On the previous episode, we began the Great Beater Challenge of 2022 in Rocky Mountain House, Alberta. We hit the highway and then changed to the forestry trunk road, which is all gravel, and the road was very rough due to the rainy conditions, lots of washboard. I will say much of the drive had magnificent, spectacular views. We settled for the night in Grand Cache, and the next morning we took over the local A&W. It was a real blast hanging out with these guys. We packed up our tents and our gear before our morning drivers meeting, and then we hit the road. I don't think anyone really slept very well.
No.
No matter where they were sleeping. A lot of wind last night. The tent was just shaking the whole time.
I was the first 10 minutes I thought someone was shaking it.
It was cold, but I was warm.
Yeah, I was warm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was down to just above freezing. Like it was 5 degrees Celsius. So yeah, everybody's a bit tired, but looking forward to today. It's supposed to warm up a bit today. By the time we get back to Rocky Mountain House, it's supposed to be like 21 degrees, so that's all right. And now we're just heading out of town back on the highway. We had to do a fix this morning. Our little power, 12-volt power splitter. We didn't know that's why the fuses were blowing for the dome lights and the cigarette lighter. We figured it out, and I taped up the end of my power thinger there, so hopefully that lasts the rest of the trip, because we got to charge our phones. Well, we can live without our phones, but I mean, you can't live without your phone.
Yeah.
So yeah, back on the road. I guess I should put a seatbelt on. Oh, we got the big Chrysler behind us. Alrighty. And we have heat.
Oh, wait. There we go. The fan doesn't squeal.
Yeah, our heater fan started squealing this morning. Hopefully that doesn't come back. This Grand Cache is in a beautiful spot in the mountains. It's so nice here. Things we fixed last night. The exhaust pipe was falling off, and it was resting on the rear axle. So all those mysterious weird noises that were confusing us, that's probably what it was. We fixed that. I fixed it with a self-tapping screw, which I had to find off another team, and someone else lent us a drill. What was the guy's name? Jason. Thanks, Jason. So we fixed the exhaust pipe. The battery is falling into the battery tray rusted and broke on all that rough road yesterday. So the battery's a bit sketchy right now. We have it strapped into place, but I don't know, it's probably gonna get worse. We do have 100 kilometers of gravel to drive on today. So more rough roads. What else did we fix? There was the fuse. Yeah, there was a third thing. The driver's door is falling off. This is one thing that GM did that was really dumb. On their door hinges on their trucks, it was this cheesy little pin, and I've changed dozens of them over the years. We didn't bother doing it with this, whatever, it's a beater. But the driver's door, it was so hard to close because it would sag down like this, so you'd have to lift and close it. And finally we had some time last night, and I looked, and here, one of those pins, probably because of all that rough road we were on, the pin was working its way up and out of where it should have been. So I tapped it back into place, now it's better. So we fixed that. There It's 12 degrees Celsius right now, and it's a lot warmer than it was when we woke up. That was cold.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've had to do some work on this, but and we adjusted the timing.
Right.
It was so gutless yesterday up the hills. It was terrible, and yet sometimes it wasn't bad. Whatever. So I took the distributor, gave it a twist. I don't have timing light on that, and this engine's like a new animal. It's totally different. Like even just driving it down, partial throttle, it's responsive.
Oh, yeah,
It was
it
so
woke it up.
lazy. Yeah, it woke right up. So we're confident that today should go pretty good.
Yeah.
So now that you've been driving this for, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour. 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Now that the engine's been retuned, what are your thoughts?
Oh, a lot better. Night day difference. I climb hills and up, actually up with speed, and I keep some hills to drive. It does pretty well. Steep hills is, if I go to the floor, it won't lose speed like last time it would.
Yeah, when I was driving in last night, like if I pulled a hill like this and I had it to the floor, it would slow right down. Just couldn't do it. And I'm watching you drive, and you're pulling some of the hills in overdrive.
Yeah.
Smaller ones, we could not. We were manually shifting down every slight hill yesterday because it had no power. So that timing adjustment woke this thing right up. So we've gone way beyond the factory setting, whatever it is, and it works. These older vehicles, you don't need a computer to tune the computer. There is a computer, but you can fool it a bit. And there is a shake from mud in the rims. We're pretty sure that's what it is.
Yeah.
And everyone was talking about that. I can't remember which vehicle. He's one at breakfast at A&W this morning. There's a couple guys saying they just had a horrendous shake when they got on the pavement. So we're not alone. Old guy driving an old bug. So we're in Hinton right now. We're gonna hit another gravel road here, and we're gonna take this gravel road kind of northeast, and we'll work our way back to Edson, which is back on the highway, and then the rest of the trip is all paved highway. How far did he say this gravel was today? 60 or 100 kilometers? I can't remember.
He said we're 100 kilometers.
Yeah.
Last time I think we've been over 150. Yeah.
My only worry is that battery.
Yeah.
Because it is sketchy in that train. So we'll see what happens. Back on gravel. The mountains in the background. Oh, this is rough. Ay, ay, ay. Wow. One lane bridge. Now right over there is where Jen and I finished our canoe trip there a few years ago. We came up that. We're on a pretty decent gravel road. Your speed limit's 80, we can pretty much do 80. It's not bad at all. Way better than yesterday.
Oh, big difference.
We were, all of us at A&W were talking about it, and how we'll be talking about it for years. It was that epic, that insane. The film will not catch what we really went through.
Oh yeah.
All that jarring and steep, tight corners, up hills.
Yeah, video doesn't do it justice. Like,
No.
yeah.
That was crazy. But nobody was pushing it or doing anything dumb. We were just doing what we could to get through it. And there were times when you did not want to slow down or you would get stuck. And we had four-wheel drive, thankfully. Some of those guys in two-wheel drive were really nail-biting going through all that. That's river. This is the last of the gravel. Whew. That's better.
Yeah.
We had a few rough sections, but that was way better than yesterday by
Oh
far.
yeah. 9-day difference.
So we just left Edson, filled up with gas. We haven't calculated our mileage yet, but we know already we're doing a lot better. But the other odd thing is we have not seen anyone else from the challenge. So either we're way ahead or we're way behind. We do know people took the gravel route because you looked on Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook and saw it.
Yeah, and someone reported a picture on the bridge, so I thought again, man, kept thinking we were behind, maybe we're ahead. No idea. Guess we'll see.
Yeah, we'll find out.
We're going through a construction zone. They're putting new chip seal on the road. And we're in a pilot truck is leading us through. It's very long. It's been like 10 minutes so far. Interesting. So we're just rolling through the town of Lodgepole. Lodgepole is the location of the 2019 Great Beater Challenge camping location. And we're just going to stop and see if the general store is open. Well, I'll be damned. It's open. Well, that was pretty cool. The guy that works in the store, he remembered the Great Beater Challenge. He said they loved it and they would love it if we came back. So that's pretty cool. Peter, if you see this, that's the feedback we're getting from Lodgepole. They want us to go back. I don't know, I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Brought back some good memories of 2019. We're just hanging out here at the dam, waiting for some of the other challengers. You can see our vehicle down there. That's not one of our guys. So that's what we're up to, killing time. Because we're pretty sure we're like way ahead of
Oh yeah.
everybody, and we're not trying to do this, but
No.
we just lost track of everybody. Didn't see anybody, and we just hit the road, so it is what it is. So we killed about 45 minutes probably waiting.
Yeah.
And about 20 minutes ago, one of the other cars showed up, and they said, in their words, they're hours ahead of everybody. So we went with them. They were looking to get one of the pictures, and I knew where to get it. And it's like 4 clicks off the main road down a really rough gravel road. So we did one more gravel road. We're basically done and heading back to Rocky Mountain House now.
Yeah.
And I saw a couple other cars. We stopped at a bathroom, and I saw the chicken car go by. So yeah, this is just about done. We finished. We are now heading home. That was a long haul. I slept in the car there for I don't know how long. Just before we got here.
Yeah, about a half hour, maybe.
Yeah. Congratulations, guys. Right on. So we still got to get home. So a couple more hours. Now we're gonna go get something to drink because we're super thirsty. I am super thirsty.
Yeah, I'm good. I still got my hands.
Oh, okay. Wow. I am so tired I can't even think or talk. So it is what it is.
Went all night, doesn't it?
But this machine was impressive. We finished. We're done. And super impressed with the Blazer.
Yeah.
Can't give it enough praise, honest. The torture we put this thing through, and our fuel economy, we did some calculations after our timing adjustment. So before the timing was adjusted, the best fuel economy we got was 17 imperial miles per gallon. After the adjustment, we got 21. So kudos to this machine. We're home, everybody's safe, and it was a blast.
Oh yeah.
And we have a plan for next year. We know what vehicle we're going to use. We're not going to announce that yet, but we're going to have to do some work on it first. It is something that's been in the yard for years and has not moved. I didn't practice what I preach in regards to parking old cars on this vehicle. So stay tuned. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. We had a blast this weekend. It was a lot of fun, and looking forward to next year. See you next time. Hang in there, buddy. Hang in there.